First things first, guys. How have you been?
Good.
Great.
No, alright. Pretty chilled, haven't we?
Yeah, been writing some new songs, demoing some new songs, I suppose. We've had a little bit of time off over the summer, so we've kind of been busy doing that, really.
Well, before we get into the new songs, I want to start kind of where we left off last time, because that was just around the time that the album was released. And then you go on tour and you have a festival summer. How has the new album affected how you play live?
Well, I think when we were making the album, we knew we wanted a few more more upbeat songs for the live sets. I suppose, I don't know, it's kind of a faster, more upbeat set across the whole. Whereas before we had this album, it was kind of, we only had a couple of songs that were kind of that kind of upbeat pace. So yeah, but it's been great. It's been received really well, and we've really enjoyed playing it. We still are enjoying playing it. And
especially because I think you were on tour with Noel, and then you did all those festivals, and you only started this tour, I think, a couple of days ago. So do you feel now you kind of hit the ground running because you've had that time to play them live and to work them out?
Yeah, like now at this point, it feels quite comfortable playing the new songs. Like they feel just like they've been around as long as the old ones. But that's why when we played with Noel, we were like road testing them for the first time, and it was kind of like, it felt all new and stuff. Whereas kind of they feel like they've been around for a while. And I still feel fresh and fun, but not like, I'm not like worrying about playing it. It feels natural.
I think we've like, I don't know. I think we've integrated into the rest of the first album, into the set. It's good. Do you know what I mean?
And we've been changing the set list each night now,
Yeah.
the order of it, because like in the past we've got into the habit of kind of having the same order for a tour, say. So, say for this run, we'd play the same set list every night, you know, so you have it really tight and it's all quite slick. Whereas we've kind of enjoyed, I think we saw the Arctic Monkeys play, and like when we supported Last Shadow Puppets, they changed it each night, like, and I think it keeps you as a band, it feels fresh and new to play the songs. So I think that's really helped personally.
You get like, and you start favouring more songs than others in different places. Do you know what I mean? Like, it might be a song one night and you're just like, oh, it was alright. Then you might play
put it in a different position,
and like,
and it feels fresh.
Do you know what I mean? I loved it where it was tonight. Like, I don't know why, it's weird, isn't it? Because
just like
playing the same.
It's like tricking your brain
to
something different as well.
Also, opening with the new, like with a different song for me makes it like changes it all. Do you know what I mean? It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, it sort of sets you on a vibe. But I think tonight we're opening with I Can't Stand It, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's pretty fast paced and that'll be good. It'll be like stand up for ages.
Kind of setting the tone for what's going on.
Yeah, we'll always open with like an upbeat song, a well-known song, but we've been trying to change it because it just feels fresh.
Yeah. Fair enough. And you mentioned that you had some time off. I'm guessing this is September, where
end of August, September.
Especially that end of August. Well, what is the feeling and mentality in the band at that point? Because you've been through all that touring and you have a couple of weeks off.
I'm going to buy an house.
Yeah. Joe moved in with his girlfriend, and I wrote lots of songs.
Yeah. And then
and then we went into. So I wrote a lot of songs at home over like the end of August, and then in September we've got our own like rehearsal room / studio where we can like demo songs. So we just started demoing stuff like really naturally, and it sounds really good.
But for you then, do you ever take a week off of music in a way?
Yeah, sometimes sometimes
one of us will go away.
Sometimes you just don't. You're busy doing something else, but I'll never actively not do it. Every opportunity I've got, I'll try and write a song, because you've got to be there to get the song. If it's going to come, if you're the one chasing after it, you're more likely to get the song than someone else. Do you know what I mean? It's the way I look at it.
Right. Because this is really interesting to me, the way songwriting works, because that where it all comes from. I mean, is it just kind of infinite in a way? Can you just write a song, for instance, every day if you wanted to?
Probably, yeah. They won't all be great, but you've got to be writing. If you write 10 songs, maybe one of them's great, or you 10 ideas, or do you know what I mean? You'll go through in like a day of like 7 hours just sat around. I can go through like the first 4 hours can just be shit ideas and they never go anywhere, and then you'll get something, or you like have a cup of tea, take your mind off it, watch a bit of telly, and then someone will say something on the telly and you'll be like, wow.
Like you'll arrange to meet Tom in the pub. Like, what are you doing today? He's like, oh, I'm writing, so I'll meet you later. And you'll ring him like, you ready? And he's like, I've just an idea now. Do you know what I mean? It's like all day he's been thinking, and he has the idea just as he's about to leave, so you know it's going to be like another 3 or 4 hours.
There's no rules to it. It's kind of just like, I just think you've got to actively keep chasing. Don't expect it to come to you. Sometimes it does. Like you could just be feeling a certain way, and you'll just go to the guitar or the keyboard, and it'll fall out of you. Whereas it's not going to happen like that every single time because.
The way you do it's pretty chill as well. Isn't it? Like you said, if sometimes you sit down and you're really not vibing, you won't force it.
No,
sort of
and I know if I'm not, but then like sometimes I feel like I'm not, and then I'll listen to some music, and then I'll get an idea, and then I'll go back to it and try again. Do you know what I mean?
So, and I assume then at some point you're showing the songs to Joe and the rest of the guys.
Yeah, I'll usually show them once I've got like a form, like chorus, verse, intro, like basically the idea. When I know it's going to go somewhere. If I think I've got a great hook, I'll show them. I might send a video or an audio recording of the hook.
Sometimes even just sound checks over them in the yard, like you just be noodling about on something.
And they'll go, "What's that? That sounds good." And I'll be like, "It's a new one."
Next week.
Well, I'll be like, "It's not finished yet." So then I need to go back and work out all the boring words and all that stuff.
Joe, for you then, what have you noticed about what Tom has been writing the last couple of months?
I think they've been a lot more. Well, I think they've not really been about you, have they? Do you know what I mean?
Some of them have.
Yeah, but I mean, like you've done somewhere you've like sort of gone into a different sort of realm of like writing,
making a story.
Yeah, there's one song in particular. And I said it then.
I don't say it.
No.
We'll keep that for the next one.
Yeah. But and it's like a full story, and I love songs like that because I really like lyrics and stuff from listening to that. And you know what I mean? That's a great tune. Something you've not really done.
One of the
before,
best pop songs of the last 10 years.
Great.
Wow.
I'm gonna say
no, you are right.
I think it is.
So is it fleshed out already?
It's fully finished.
It's fully done, yeah.
Demoed. We've not like recorded it. We're gonna go in a proper. Hopefully, they're like a proper producer in the studio and all that. But as far as demos can go, it sounds great. And the song, you can hear the whole thing.
And then this kind of ties in with an interesting point as well, where you are a band that likes to release a lot of music, not just wait for a couple of years and then bring out an album, but you continually try to bring out music. So even though this the last album was only released a couple of months ago, are you already in your minds with the future, with what comes next?
Yeah, I suppose, and all that's come naturally. It's not like we've said, oh, we want to follow up really quickly with the third album because we want to capitalise on any sort of success. It's not really like that. It's kind of because the bigger you get, you kind of do less shows over the summer. We've had more time to write. I have, so it's just started happening naturally. So the natural progression is to say, right, let's do another album. If the songs are there, then let's keep working, because what else would we do? We've not got. I don't want to be like. I'd rather be writing songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. In September we said like, well, it'd be good to have a little bit of time off here, so we can do that and make use of this our new reel. So
yeah, and we did.
Yeah, completely. It's been amazing. Even just sometimes we won't even get like a whole tune or whatever. It's just good to sort of go down there, chill out, and just.
There's always stuff you need to sort out and stuff like that.
It just keeps it all fresh. Even if it's just talking about an announcement or talking about a bit of artwork, or it's like a little bass. Do you know what I mean? It's like I think it's good because it means that you're not doing it from your house or something like that. It means you can sort of come away from it and sort of unwind with it. Do you know what I mean? You're not just like it feels like sort of workspace. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like quite creative and it's like got a good vibe. Like.
This might be a difficult question to answer then, but because with a lot of things, once you do it enough, it kind of becomes work. But you manage to kind of keep it very enjoyable. And then, how come? What is this drive to just keep going?
Just have fun when we're together. We actually are friends. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a big part of it. And I've not run out of songs yet, so the marriage of that friendship, us lot being friends, and me still writing songs is why we're always going to be a band out when that's.
I think. Do you know what? I think the other thing is like we all still live in our hometown, and
we all live really close to each other.
Yeah, also got our mates from school and stuff. I think that's a big thing because you realise how lucky you are to be doing such a mad job. Do you know what I mean? Like,
and I suppose we've had quite good success, but in our heads we still want to be bigger than we are now. I don't feel like we're at any point where we can sit back and relax yet and think it's going to be this way forever, because it could easily not be. Do you know what I mean? So I think you've got to keep writing the best songs you can do, and hopefully that song I said I wrote will people will love it.
Well,
and songs like that will always come along, and then that will enable you to get bigger.
There's one thing about this, and I ask this question every once in a while to songwriters. Is that kind of what being a songwriter is? That chasing that perfect song, that elusive a person?
Yeah, you'll probably, I reckon most songwriters will say they'll never ever be 100% think it's perfect. You always think, I could change this afterwards, but no, that's the goal, isn't it? Keep chasing. That perfect hook, but every songwriter's different. Like I love pop music and great hooks and melody, but also with attitude as well. So it's kind of like there's a lot of different goals for what you want in a song. But yeah. Final question. And you mentioned Stockport, and I just had a small chat with your tour manager. He's from Stockport as well. Yeah. So
I think half the crew's from Stockport as well.
So for people who haven't been there, how would you describe that place?
It's like a small working class town.
It's like quite industrial. Yeah. A lot of old like mills and stuff. You know, where like it used to be a hat like the hat museum. It was a hat factory.
It's got a very, very small, really nice historical marketplace.
Yeah, the market's great. New advert in it's in England's been filmed there, but I think it's like Betfred or something like that.
Yeah. But it's mint. It's like I say it's mint. It's overshadowed by Manchester. Obviously, because that's such a great city, I think a lot it gets like sort of.
It's a lot like it's like any kind of smallish, biggish town. It's kind of like it doesn't really have a music venue and that kind of thing. So
it's weird,
in that sense, you would say, it should have that. But
it's weird because it's got some proper cool thing like is that the Plaza? It's like art deco sort of theatre, and it's like original, and it's like a cafe. It's still original, and there's like there's loads of things in that you don't realise are from Stockport. There's art in ears that we use on stage from Stockport. Our flight cases are made in Stockport.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool underground
kind
of businesses and things like that.
Yeah, it's weird, and it's like small town syndrome. Do you know what I mean? Right. Everyone's linked to everyone. Do you know what I mean? So.
But that's one last thing about this, because I hear a lot of artists also talking about once they kind of venture into the music industry, they either move to London, Manchester, or those kinds of places. But for you, I think it's quite important to stay where you are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've never had any ambition or want to go to London or out like that. We've kind of.
I think our management live in Stockport.
Yeah, management live in Stockport. Like all our friends and family and girlfriends are in Stockport. It's kind of like there's nothing for us there. Like we don't need to, and it's 2 hours on a train. So the odd time. Say the week you release an album, you're in London a lot doing a lot of promo and stuff, but for what it's worth, it's better to just live at home still.
Fair enough.
Basically. You can actually afford a house in Stockport. I wouldn't be able to afford a house.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.